Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. We have an understanding of what rock and roll means to us, but the origin of the term goes all the way back to the 17th century. It comes from sailors who would describe the motion of the ocean while on their ship, rocking and rolling. That turned into slang in the 1920s as a metaphor for dancing or making whoopee, and it evolved from there. Some say Trixie Smith's 1922 blues song, My Man Rocks Me with One Steady Roll, is the first song to use the term, and that stems from the African community using it as a figurative expression for getting some. In the 50s, radio DJ Alan Freed used rock and roll to let listeners know the next song or music to be played was a little more frisky and hyped up. We know Joan Jett loves some rock and roll with her hit from the 80s, but did you know it was a cover? An English group called the Arrows wrote and released I Love Rock and Roll in 1975 as a response to the Rolling Stones' It's Only Rock and Roll, But I Like It. They performed it on a UK TV series called Arrows, and Joan Jett saw the performance while touring in England with the Runaways. She had two versions of the song. The first recording was done with Steve Jones and Paul Cook of the Sex Pistols. 2 years later, she re-recorded the song with the Blackhearts, and it's the version that became #1 with the music video all over MTV. It came back around in the 90s when it was on the Wayne's World 2 soundtrack, and again in the 2000s when Britney Spears recorded her rendition of the song. Britney listened to the Arrows recording, saying their version was one of her favorite songs. Thanks for watching and being rock and roll enough to follow my page. Cheers.